Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's the NFC Wild Card round on EA Sports.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jones pushes past him, finds his tight end Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. but he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Allen now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 40 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Jones throw there, hauled in by Claypool. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the carry there, and it'll wind up being the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hard running at the 15. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-zip. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Not much there, only a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. It's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 2 yards on the pickup there, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 6. Nwangu. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. He can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a day it's been so far.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked. Allen hit. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. 2nd and goal from the 1. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 7, Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he goes out right around the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have bucked the trend so far. A sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
142 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton.
Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts
with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons add on. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And possession switching back to the New York Giants. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
Jones on 1st and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jones on 1st down.
He targets Ingram for another grab. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd and 10, Jones. This will be caught by Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.